If you're looking for free music to use on your YouTube channel that doesn't suck, I'm very, very excited to share with you all a resource that I have just come across that I'm super excited to use. And that is called, drumroll, let me show you, it's called mobygratis. This is the artist Moby, who, depending on, I feel like, does everyone know who Moby is? I feel like my opinion is that everybody ought to know who this wonderful man is. But let me know. Do you know Moby? Are you a big fan? Are you a small fan? Are you like, yeah, I like that? Anyway, Moby has released a whole bunch of instrumental music that he is giving away for free, for actual free, not for pretend down the track you have to pay free, like for actual free. And as you can see here, very simply, mobygratis exists for one reason: to provide free instrumental music for creators, any creators, all creators, filmmakers, musicians, students, influencers, that's us, choreographers, blah, 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 blah. Right? So this is super, super exciting. I have come across a lot of free things, free music things in the past. And this one is actually legit. So in this video, he explains about how it's not going to become a thing that you have to pay for in the future. It's always going to be free, which is very, very cool. But one thing that he does say for people who can afford it and want to, he has a bunch of charities that, if you're in a position to, so under contributions up there, there's a list of all the charities that he aligns himself with, which is very, very cool. So if you're in a position to pay something or make a donation, then he welcomes that. But apart from that, this is like legit free, which is so, so cool. A lot of those other ones I haven't ever really used, because I know that music is really important. So but I find myself personally, as a content creator, I get really in my head about like picking music and like working out is this the right thing? Is this the mood? Is this the vibe? I don't know. So I kind of have 3 tracks that you might not have noticed, use over and over and over again, or maybe you have noticed and you're very offended by that. But I'm like, I don't know about all these. I'd love to know what everyone's experience has been like with music, but I'm a small content creator. This channel is not making huge amounts of money yet. So I'm like, I want to make sure everything that I spend, like I want to keep my spending low while my earnings are low, which I think is a really good idea, especially for people who are, have smaller channels like me. So something that I find frustrating, the other place that I have always gone to for music for my YouTube videos is YouTube Studio. There is some music in there that you are able to use, which is, it's cool. But one of the things that I have struggled with is you'll be listening to a track going, okay, is this going to be good? This seems like it could be good. This is good. Nice background music for a video. And then there's all these lyrics, or it gets loud, or like, I find that sometimes frustrating. So the thing that's really exciting to me about mobygratis, we'll jump back in there. This is Ecamm, by the way, that I'm using to record this, and I am loving and quite obsessed with this. I've only been using it for a couple of months now, but so far, so good. It's a cool platform. I'll link it in the description if you want to have a look, if you're into that sort of thing. Anyway, so here are the songs. Here's all the songs. There's a whole bunch of songs here. And the really cool thing about this platform is you can sort it by genre. So yeah, you got a whole bunch of different options. There's 500 songs in there. Might have already said that. You can filter it by mood, and you can, so that's so cool. You can also filter it by BPM, if that's a thing. If you're a YouTuber, you might be like me and not really know what that means. I know it's important music thing, but yeah, so you can also, when you sign up, okay, This is so, I think this is so cool. Accept the license terms. So while he's offering all this music for free, and he's like, literally, this is free. Whatever your use is, it's probably going to be a yes. Watch the video on there. I'm going to link this in the description, by the way, so you can check it out. mobygratis.com. Accept the license terms. So there's only two things you can't do with the music here. Use it to advertise right-wing politics or causes, or use it to promote meat, dairy, or other animal products. I'm not personally vegan, but I do love the cause. I think that's really cool. And also, it's very important. Read the full terms. Have a squiz. I'm not going to read them all for you today. That would be a bit boring. And just, you read it yourself. So yes, where is it? Something that I thought was very interesting, because as YouTubers, a lot of us are going to be aiming to be making some money for our stuff. Oh, where is it? Bear with me just a moment here, friends. Bear with me. I had it right. Oh, here we go. This is very interesting. Okay, so yes, we as YouTubers are obviously aiming to make some money, lots of us. So he says, at times your use of a track may not be technically non-profit, but may generate so little revenue or attention as to be considered commercially insignificant. So your project may use unreleased tracks on a de minimis, i.e. very limited basis, where you may be streaming to very small audiences. But if such use exceeds 10,000 streams in aggregate, exceeds 50,000 views in the aggregate, or otherwise becomes commercially significant, you must notify us and apply for a commercial license, which I think is incredibly reasonable. Obviously, my channel isn't quite getting that level of views. It would be awesome if it was, and I'd probably be making money if I was. So I think that's really reasonable. They want you to reach out if you do start making heaps of money using a track from here. But yeah, I would love to know what you all think if you check this out, if you start using it. I think it's so cool. It's really hard to come by music. That I have found it hard to come by music that is purely instrumental, and being able to sort it by genre and everything is super duper cool. So that's pretty much what I got to say about that. I should tell you to go and watch something else of mine on this channel. I mean, do that if you want. YouTube will recommend something. I forgot to think about this finish. Thus proving we don't need to be doing everything perfect all the time. All right. Love you. Bye.